being a sort of stealing, its body cloaked in fine white fur and favoring darkness to the light of day, known to employ shrieks of an extremely high pitch as a means to navigate in the gloom, as well as to deprive potential prey of their sense of direction, a more conventional approach being used thereafter to deprive them of their lives, mainly feeding upon smaller creatures, but known to attack larger foes in packs on occasion, giving rise to the extraordinary sight of a flight of white-winged creatures speckled crimson with fresh blood. Chimera. In times now ancient, mages worked magics upon captured cockatrices to effect the eldritch creation of these twisted beings. They are possessed of a singularly wicked intellect, which they use to its full extent for the infliction of pain upon their enemies. Their wings shine as the rainbow, each bearing a blazing red eye marking that shifts from side to side as they move, these being used to discourage foes larger than they and for purposes of attracting a mate during the mating season. Lich. Of the legions of ghosts that cling to this world, the greatest are called liches. When a man dies with hatred enduring, he is rent from his station in this life and given new station in undeath according to the depth of his passion, a testament to the depths of the evil manifest in these kings among the dead. Lost soul. Men whose souls have been wrenched from the flesh and made to march to another's tune are called lost souls. Sightings of these poor creatures serving as guards for ancient ruins or graves are common. In modern times, even those with power and title are prevented from performing the rituals of extraction necessary to fashion these monstrosities, hopefully ensuring that none shall ever more be made. To release their souls from bondage, no other means is known save to pulverize their bones and return them to the earth. Zombie mage. Behold the fate of the sorcerer who seeks to satisfy his dark intellectual curiosity by means of the abnormal extension of his natural lifespan. Alas, though all manner of precaution be taken, he cannot stop the wearying gradual decay of the flesh. Yet what other means hath he to know the mysteries of this world? How many have walked his grim path, we shall never know, for they guard their secrets fiercely with tooth and nail to their graves and beyond. Skull warrior. Cold bones sheathed in armor forged of a strong alloy, wielding a blade with more skill and more cruelty than any warrior alive. Perhaps all were as skilled in the forgotten past, for this undead creature's bearing, arms and armor are of an ancient style. Indeed, the skill warrior's skill with a spear illuminates the old ways of war in a fashion more vivid and fearsome than any tome on the subject could hope to effect. Though pale by comparison, even a modern interpretation of the spearman's art is not to be underestimated when employed by a dedicated practitioner. Rago, once a proud statue set to protect the Tomb of Raithwall for all eternity, the horns and blade on its head being symbols of the dynast king's authority and power. On a fell day, monsters intruded the sanctum of the tomb, and with them came a great surge in the mist within. Perhaps this caused the mechanisms of its control to fail, for now it is no better than the beasts it was charged to keep away, and it will rampage down death corridors until it is given its final rest. Tallow. Being an amorph, appearing most often in those ancient ruins of religious power and ensorcelled bearing, the nodules of metal that float freely through its body suggest a previous existence as a statue, perhaps set to guard whatever building the ruins once were. Regardless, it now has melted beyond recognition. The inexhaustible flame atop its head is the source of its life energy, leading some to theorize, and not without merit, that the flame is indeed a fire elemental forever bound to a strange, slimy master.